Hi there, it's Janice Thompson from JazzleDazzleCraft.co.uk. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator and I live and work in central Scotland. And yay, I'm back for a week. Hi Valerie. I'm just getting myself set up here. I can't remember if I've still got volume on here or not. Obviously I have. Okay, so I've got my iPad to the side of me so I can see. Okay, so I'm really not sure where I'm going here. I've been busy doing some... Oh, hi Connie, in you come. I've been busy sort of... I've kind of taken on a wee challenge of doing 100 videos on YouTube before Christmas. Might have bitten off more than I can chew, but do you know what? If I got 50 done, that would be good for me. Hi Judy, and you come. So, but anyway, I still try and do my lives when I can. Hi Helen, and you come. Come in and get a wee seat, a wee cosy up together and a wee blether with your friends. So, I've got some autumn's on my mind. The brambles are ready to pick, or blackberries as you call them elsewhere. So just... I've been busy all day doing stuff, video and filming, tidying up, you know, the usual stuff that we do. And I don't know, I've not kind of planned what I'm doing, but I just pulled out, and I've pulled out another piece of paper. I pulled out a piece of paper from this set. This is a fabulous, it's called Celebrate Everything, and it's actually in the host rewards section of the mini catalogue, the July to December one, and it's got paper for every eventuality just about. So I've pulled this piece from there because it's autumnish leaves and things, and I love this. That's cool, that bit. So that's, I've got that out. I also pulled this one out because I'm kind of thinking a wee black and white card would be nice too. I love these oak leaves and acorns. I just like, that's pretty. So I don't know, I've got some white card here, I've got some green card blanks, but I can easily cut others. Hey Jan, in you come, in you come. So I'm winging it, okay? But that's nothing new. That's nothing new. And the Rustic Harvest, that's where I pulled this one from. It's pretty. So, yeah, autumn on my mind. I've been filming some... Oh, hey Gina, you come. I have been filming some videos ready for September. The 100 videos, I put it 100 quick and easy cards I think I'm kind of looking at. It's a wee challenge that came up in the Puttlers team, and I thought, you know what, that would do me no harm, because since Mum passed away at the beginning of June, I've really not been very consistent or present here. Just, it's all been a bit hit and miss. So I kind of thinking, you know, let's just up the ante on the YouTube channel. I am 150 subscribers short of 2,000 at the moment, so I'm hoping I can gain that 158 before Christmas and get past that 2,000. So I'm asking you all to help me if you can. Tell any friends, any crafty friends, anyone that's interested in craft videos, obviously. Yeah, to share it out. You can share to Pinterest. You can share to any of your other social media channels if you so wish. You don't have to, of course. So let's just see. Oh, Linda, in you come, my darling, in you come. Oh, so I'm just going to try and see what I'm going to do here. I'm going to stamp and then I'm going to see where we're going. So I actually think in that I quite like a wee monogram card to start off with. So acorn, thank you. because you can see I've not put everything away. Right, so I'm going to take out the big stamp first, and I've got the dies that go with this also. Where's my box? I need a big block for this. And that will go on. Look. Which is the E block. I'm going to use that a couple of times. Let's think. Right, so autumn wishes. Do you know, I often send a card that says autumn wishes note. What about just a note or thank you? Happy thoughts of you? I don't know. Happy thoughts of you, because then you can send that to a friend, can't you? And I've still got a few friend cards to send out actually. And my September class in the post is not advertised yet. It is prepared and it is based on this bundle. But so that was the whole point of using this today, so I could talk about it. Of course, did I remember? So if you are interested in a class in the post, I'm actually going to do a class in person as well with this before September's out. Oh, is that hard, Linda? Well, just you cuddle up there, curry up with all your friends. What am I going to use? Tell me. I keep reading the happy thoughts of you. Right. And I'm just going to put together a wee black and white card. Is that what that says? Happy thoughts of you. Right. I'm going to put together a wee black and white kind of monogram card to get us started. Underneath this block. And what I've done there is, because that's photopolymer, when you stretch, you pull that off the stamp case, it kind of distorts. So pop it upside down onto your grid paper and then pick it up with your block, and then it will be the way it's supposed to be and not stretched. Of course you can stretch them deliberately to change the shape. So for this card I'm just going to stick with Memento. Oops, if I can get it open, of course. And I'm going to do that wee classic composition that Janice does quite often, and that is a sentiment roughly in the middle. And sometimes it's just nice to settle down with something you know is quite safe and just start to get the creative juices flowing. I've probably exhausted them today because I think I've made 3 recorded videos. I did about 3 yesterday, so I'm trying to get ahead. I've even filmed a project that I don't need until October. That's not like me, is it? It's a bit worrying. Now I have to be aware that these acorns wouldn't normally be upside down, so I'm kind of going to be aware of them as I'm stamping. I'm going to take this as close to my sentiment. All cards don't really need to have colour. Again, keep the acorns the right way round. And maybe just I really am making this up. I'm liking it. Maybe could have let this. No, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Hey Joanna, and you come, and anyone else I might not have said hello to, you're very welcome. We don't have the fire on because it's warm enough here, but you know, we can curry up together and just be friends together. Right, I'm just kind of twisting this to fill in the gap, and I've put an upside down acorn. How clever was that? Oh well. After we saying be aware of direction, well, hey, not matter. I don't think anyone will really notice because I'm not going to colour it in. And I'm just filling the gap so that we've got Stampin' all the way round. It's just a very, very simple card, but sometimes simple cards are the best. But because I want to have, I think I want to have it on here, I want to trim this down a fair bit. So let's put the lid on the ink before she messes up. Right, so I'm going to put this paper on a white card base or a black card base. Which do you want? White card base or black card base? I've got a class coming out. I don't know if I'll have time to advertise it tonight, but certainly by tomorrow night it will be advertised on this bundle. Tell me, black card base, white card base. Tell me quickly. Tell me do. Well, I've got a black card base handy here because nobody answered. So, yeah, we're going with black. Sorry, do you know what? I could do that. I could just pop that on there and that looks absolutely fine. But I think I would like to have this paper featuring as well. So let's get the trimmer out. And this is, you know, this is me winging it, having fun. Right, do these have direction? That's two blacks, but I've already got the black one. I had a black one cut, so suppose that makes sense. Alright, I have no idea if this got direction or not. Right, so I would want that to be, I want that just to be the full back of my card, panel on my card. Hey Audrey, in you come. You're right, Audrey. Hey Laura, in you come, honey. Oh, nice to see you. If you're ready for face-to-face classes, Laura, I'm going to be planning a face-to-face class based on this autumn, because, you know, autumn's nice. Nice time of year. I love all the colours of autumn. Right, so I'm going to trim this down a wee bit. Let me think. I'm going to take a centimetre. Oh, Laura, thank you so much. I really appreciate the super chat. Thank you very much. Right, so if I take this down to 9.1, I'm taking it off there because that was deeper, because my idea of middle wasn't so good. Which side is wider? We'll take a wee bit off here. So what is that? That's 14.4, so I want to take it down to 13.4, so I'll just take a little bit off this side. Yeah, I'm going to set it up very soon, Laura. I am away next Saturday. My son's going to be back from Australia for a holiday, so I will be sorting something out for a class soon, but I am away with him. Well, the whole family were away for a week just to sneak our time together. Right, so we're going up north. You see, that isn't really showing off too much of that. Wonder if I just... I'm thinking I might take this even narrower. Yeah, it's going to be lovely. I'm going to make this narrower because, do you know, I want you to see some of these acorns as well. But I want those acorns in that bunch in particular. So what if I take another bit off there? You're up to your neck in the woods. I'm not getting that. Then just a little bit off here. So that makes that 7. Well, that looks okay. I'm good with that. Okay. And what we'll do is we'll give this a bit of a border. Oh yes, I am coming north. I'm coming up to Ballantor. Is that close enough, Audrey, for a meet-up? And then we're coming north again in October because Peter's going to run the Dramathon marathon, the whiskey marathon. Yeah, I am coming north if it's possible to have even just a coffee and a meet up. That would be fab. Do you think this needs to be on a wee black layer, or is it enough like that? Let's put this on the card. I've no idea if this glue, I've been fighting with this glue all day. And see, when you watch some of my recorded videos, then you're going to know that it was today that I filmed them. He's a powerhouse. He's a nutter. He's a crazy. Because, do you know what else? Oh, Laura, he is running Boston Marathon in April. 6 days before he's running. I need something to unplug this. 6 days before he's running London. So he's doing Boston and London in the same week. If that's not crazy, I don't know what is. Right, this glue is just not wanting to flow for me. I have been fighting it all day. It's because it's been lying doing nothing while I've been in New Orleans. Oh my goodness, see all you guys that are Stampin' Up demonstrators, if you get a chance to go to any corporate conferences, like on stage, backstage, any of that, my goodness, you take it. I had a ball. I kid you not, my cup is full. And if you got a chance to go to New Orleans, oh for goodness sake, go. Even though we went at the hottest, probably most humid time, we still had a ball. And let me tell you, Artful Stampin' with Ruth, she is the most wonderful travelling companion you could have. She looked after this old lady. I'm thinking that's okay like that, isn't it? Just for a nice, simple, easy card. Right, I've got some of this seal. I wonder if that'll... You could put it up on dimensionals. I actually spilt some coffee on this piece of card, and that's why I used it that way round. Let's see if I can get this straight. What are the chances? And we need a wee card. It needs a... I'm trying to be good now, and I do put an inner on my card. So I hope you're okay just coming in and just while I create. It really is chat while I create because there is no plan. Oh, Joanna, I'm so delighted you're going to Vienna. I don't think I'm going to be able to go. I think I spent all my pennies by going to New Orleans, but you know, choices we have to take. Well, Judy, I had to get myself to London myself to meet up with Ruth, which was, do you know, for this old lady and for all the time that we have been kind of isolated, and I haven't travelled on my own for a lot of years actually, because my husband and I travel a lot together. So yeah, it was a big thing just to go and get that train, and will we find each other, will you know, all that kind of, what if I get lost in London on my own. But do you know what, it was absolutely fine, as you well knew it would be. So that is my monochrome matic, but I also think it needs a wee bit more, because you know, again, we're sticking with this. I'm going to pop a couple of acorns. I know what you meant, Judy. Ah, that's not very good. I think it needs a clean. I don't want to stick to the block. That'll do. That will do before I mess it up. Right, so we've started. We have a card. Now, this time we'll do the whole thing. We'll colour it in and then we'll die cut it. I'll show you the clever die that this has. This has got a very clever, I'm using Memento because I'm probably going to colour in with my blends. Would you like a wee sneak peek at something from the class? I'm going to sell it as a class in the box, a PDF and a face-to-face class. And here's one of the little projects. That's the only 3D project in the class, but isn't that pretty? Don't know if the others are around. I'm just not sure how handy things are because of being away. I tried to move things. No, they're not here. They may be through in the room somewhere because I was photographing. Yeah. Anyway, right. So we'll just stamp this and then I'll show you it cut out. This is such a clever die set that comes with this. You really, if you don't have this bundle, you really want it. And if you buy the bundle from me, you will get a discount off the class. But if you're a demonstrator and you want to do the class, you can just buy the class pack and buy the bundle from yourself. And if you're not in the UK, you can buy the PDF from me so that you can make the projects. Right, where did I put the die sets? I'll show you. Right, I talk too much, don't I? It might be that we only get 2 cards made tonight, but that doesn't matter. It's quality, not quantity. So it's got a lovely die that cuts out, like just cuts the pieces out of the card. It's and gives you, you know, a nice, I don't know what you call it, effect. Just cuts all the wee holes. But there's one in the class. Okay, Jan, just keep your eye out. Are you on my, I'll advertise it in my Craftshare group and by email. If you're not on my email list so that you want to know what's happening, when it's happening, it's the best to be on my email list. So if you want to be on my email list, just contact me on social media and ask me to add you, or email me at, and you want the class in the post, good stuff, that's great. So email me or Facebook message me. My email's in the description box below. The link to my Facebook groups and down below, or just leave a comment and I'll with your email address and I'll contact you. So yeah, it will be getting advertised tonight or tomorrow. I've not had dinner yet, so we'll see. Anyway, I digress. So there is this die. There's my Stampin, right? There is this big die which I could cut out the whole image, which is great. And then there's this die which, if you turn it the right way, Janice, cuts out, I don't think I've got it right there, yeah it does, it cuts out all the wee sections, so you end up with about 4 pieces. Then you can then make 4 separate cards with those die cuts. I'm going to cut it out with this. You've also got a die which cuts out that flower image when you stamp it, one to cut out an acorn image, and one to cut out the wee oak leaf that it's got there. And you have the banner for your sentiment. So on this one I could in fact have, you know, done my sentiment on there. As you know, I quite like to start with a flat stamp card. So that's that part. So let's, and I always use a bit of washi tape to hold things where I want them to be. So I'll just carefully put this to the side so I don't lose any bits, because I can see that happening, can you? Alright, so as I say, I did design a class with this, so I have used these bits. So I am just going to just take your time to line it up so you can just see the black line. You have to kind of twist it until you see, and then use your washi tape to hold it down. Then we get in this fabulous machine. I actually think it would fit through the mini as well if you cut the card small enough. I'm actually going to use my I'll cheat and use my magnetic plate because it works, and I've just twisted that off already. This is the magnetic plate that got pulled. They are trying to Thank you, Joanna. That's my email address if you want to add yourself to my email list, because that's where, you know, when I'm advertising something, that's where you'll find all the information. And sometimes on my, this is not right, on my blog at JazzleDazzleCraft.co.uk. Could you stick that up as well, please, Joanna? Thank you very much. Okay, so here we go. You can't buy the magnetic plate at the moment, but mine is one that seems to have been okay. But there was a problem with them coming apart, and so because Stampin' Up are so fastidious about quality, see it's all it's cut them in parts. 1, 2, 3, 4. How clever is that? Thank you, Joanna. So this is just a wee taste. These are nothing like the cards. There's a fancy fold card in the class. There's a wee 3D project. Yeah, there's loads there. Right, so I'm thinking in conjunction with this maybe. Was that too much? Oh, this one then. Well, that looks nice on there, doesn't it? So let's just go with a bright card this time. That's Parakeet Party, and that's Granny Apple Green, but they're all right. But but then you could still use that, couldn't we? Even an evergreen would look okay with that. Don't know what I'm doing here, girls. Let's colour it in and then decide. Right, so I've got soft suede here. I'm just pulling out what comes easy. And you know, we've got, oh, let's go bright. Let's go with parakeet part. You never know how bright the oak can be. Oh, Joanna, you're a darling. Thank you. Right, so I'm using the dark. Again, I keep telling you, I'm not a colouring expert. But that has gone soft. Right. So guys, do you think I can get to 2,000 subscribers before Christmas? Do you think that's realistic? Is everyone who's watching today a subscriber? Just using the dark on there and then the light for the bottom of the acorn. It's not rocket science. Oh, that's great, Connie. That's fabulous. I do appreciate that. Oh, Barb, in you come, in you come. I was speaking about you earlier, Barb, on a video that I've recorded to come out later in the month, and I was using my new embossing tray, and so I used your tip to use my embossing budgie on it to reduce the static, and it worked. So you've got a shout out on that video, Barb. Oh, Gina, I didn't see you earlier. Yeah. So how close will it be to you, Audrey, at Ballantor? How far away from you? Oh, Joanna, you're amazing. Thank you. Is anyone else here about, like, autumn is my favourite season? What about you? What's your favourite season? I know y'all over the pond it's called fall. And I get that because the leaves are falling. That's a great tip. Well, I attributed it to you, so if it comes from someone else, thank you to them for telling you. I'm like, oh my goodness, why didn't I think of this myself? Sometimes these obvious things don't always, they sort of pass you by. And I did think I had common sense, but maybe not. You prefer summer, Joanna? I like summer, but there's just something quite exciting about autumn. All the colours and sunny autumn days, obviously, not the rainy, windy days. Yeah, it's nice as the colours change and the weather does change. It gets a bit fresher, so a nice sunny day like today, it was quite warm, but it was fresh. It wasn't humid or oppressive in any way in Scotland, anyway, my part of Scotland. So here we go. I'm just, you know, no real system here, just a bit of colour. Yeah, I suppose spring as well. Maybe I like them all. They all have their special. Well, you're right, in winter, yeah, sparkly. Everything is sparkly. Okay, right, I've got a wee, I don't know. I need, where is it? I have got something lying about the same way. Yeah, look. Gold. Gold. Gold in this. Gold in my head. Have I got any more of this distress gold? Oh, I've got a couple of them. Oh, look at that. Looks nice on the gold, doesn't it? Oh, where are we going with this? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing though. Am I just having some gold and a bit of that? Oh, I don't know. Right, I'll go for the width of the card for a change. You know, just changing it up and doing things you don't usually do. It's nice. Oh, somebody just dropped me an email. I just got a notification. I will sit and add everybody afterwards. I will do that after this. I'll add you. I like this green. I'm liking this. Oh, we could do that. Maybe, yeah, on the way back down, or yeah. Alright, I'm going to be 6, 7 here, and then I'm going to put a bit of gold in the middle. I really am making this up, but I'm thinking, where's my this? Right, I'm going to go with maybe 5 of this, because you know it's like precious stuff here. Well, Audrey, email me and we can have a wee chat about that as well. I'd certainly love to. Right, would that go on there? Are we going anywhere? Is that too much? I don't think it is actually. I think it's... I'll cut this and then you can tell me. This is something I don't usually do, the whole width of the card. I usually have a border, but I'm thinking on this occasion to try this. Do you know, there's no rules. Oh, give me some glue that's gonna come out. Oops. I've got one that could come out. I've not got a pin here on my table. That's what's usually got a pin, but they're all in my... Hey Susan, then you come. We definitely had fun in New Orleans. Or Narlene's. Oh, and Stampin' Up put on a Mardi Gras for us, a full, our very own Mardi Gras with beads and feathers and beautiful dancers, and oh, it was amazing. I honestly couldn't have wished for more. I'm so glad that Ruth and I had that conversation in April and decided to go together. It was so nice to get to know Ruth a little bit better. You know, she shared a bedroom with me and she didn't kill me, so that's testament to what a kind person she is. Yay, we're going somewhere, I think, here. Oh, Audrey, you have to go. I'm going back. I'm not quite sure. Do you know, although my husband, he doesn't particularly like heat and humidity, and he chose not to go. To be honest, he said he didn't really want to go, but I think he was just freeing me up to be able to go with my Stampin' Up buddies and just enjoy myself and not worry about him, because he's a very thoughtful guy. I'm a very, very lucky lady this time round. Right, and then and I thought that was me not being able to come back to the USA for a while, and then he hit me with, I've got a place in Boston Marathon, so hey, I'm going back. Isn't that terrible? And I said to him, you maybe chose not to come to New Orleans with me, but I'm coming to Boston with you, like it or lump it. He said, yeah, it's already booked for 2, so that's cool. Actually, this is just a bit wide, so I'm just going to trim that a little. Now, that will go on there, but what are we going to do for a sentiment? How are we going to deal with a sentiment? We can have something. I've not. Where's my. Right, okay. I've got any scraps of this. I wonder if that will be big enough. I think we might have to do a, so I think it will, I don't really want it to go across. I don't want a sentiment going across that, really, do I? Where's the die? If I put it across there, I'm not going to see my acorns, but then maybe I could just put it a bit down there. Maybe that way. In fact, if I'm careful, then we could have that just something about that, will we? Right, right, we'll cut this out, and then I'm going to heat emboss the sentiment. Can you hear me thinking out loud here? My brain's struggling a bit here. Glenna! In you come, my darling. In you come. I'm going to heat emboss in white, I think, and I'm going to do the sending many thanks because it's quite thick, so it'll show up nicely with the embossing. So bring in my lovely set, make sure I'm not going to lose that die. Got this stamp. Where is my long block? Because I had it out earlier. I wouldn't have put it away. No, I haven't put it away. Right, again, because this is shaped, let it relax and then pick it up. Sometimes it's better to die cut after. So embossing buddy out, and you will see in a video later in the month that I have dusted this with my embossing buddy to stop the static, so that the powder comes right out and I want it away. And I did have this white out earlier, so I emboss buddied that. Where's my Versamark in the drawer? Just as well keep it all here beside me. So ink up your stamp, and then you probably have to get your heads over it to make sure that it's going with the curve of the die in the centre. There we go. And I pop it. This kit is really good for heat embossing, although that doesn't work for me on this side. Right, so I'm going to get some powder on there, just a little. All who came before you, Glenna. You've been here before, I'm sure. Right, so then I can close that just now, and I'll leave what the surplus in the tray. Oh, wait a minute, we don't have enough on. Let's see if we can just fire some over. No. That's better. Being careful because I don't want to knock it off the area that I want it to be. So I'm going to put my tray out of the way and I'll put it back later. And I'm going to get my heat gun on, so if you have a heating issue regarding heat guns, you could turn your volume down now. The brush and the tweezers in the tray. So I think we'll kind of put this to the bottom of the gold. Where's Now these cards that I've made today are nothing like the cards in the kit. They're all different. I've paired it up with the gingham paper, as you'll see it in that one, but in the other ones you've got a fancy gatefold card. At least I can't remember because I designed it before I went away. I think there's about 6 projects in it this time because I have changed the format of my class. Hey Fred, good to have you here. I just take the surplus paper off that. I don't know why, I just do. Right, so let's pop this. So this is kind of not my usual style. I nearly always have a border. And just as well I looked there because I had that upside down. Sending many thanks. Pop that there. And I'm going to put this up on some dimensionals. Oh, Fred, you're so sweet. So I did come close to some of you while I was away, because on the way we laid over in Houston. However, on the way back we laid over in Dulles, Washington. So I'm sure I must have flown over some of you. Okay, so what's wrong with that then? I'll just have another wee quick look to see if any of the class cards are in the room. Oh, they are. Oh, they are. Right, okay, I'm going to help you out here to see if you want this month's class kit, because it is rather exciting. So here's the 2 cards I've made today, and we'll look at them at the end. Okay, but if you want to do the class, I'm going to just, I don't usually do this, but I'm thinking that maybe more people would want to do it if they can see what they're going to make. So here's my, so my very simple card is very similar to what I started off with in a way. So I just did my usual sentiment in the middle, stamp around with the big stamp, and we've done this, and we've got some acorns inside, and we've done that with crumb cake. That's not part of the class. Then another one that we're using is the Just a Note, and we've got this pretty ribbon, and we're doing the acorns there as well, and some of that embossing folder. So again, you can add the embossing folder on if you want to. However, I will send that piece out embossed for those who don't have it. Oh, I've not done an inside, but there was plans for an inside. Pardon me. So instead of just being 4 cards and 2 of each, this time it's 6 projects, 1 of each. So this is another, this is the one I was showing you with the cutouts, and I put copper at the back and embossed with copper, and you'll get one of these little bits as well to make your card just like this. You will get everything that you will require except the stamp set and the die set, which you can add on or you can purchase yourself if you're a demonstrator. And then we've got a gatefold card. I've no idea which way's up here. So it's got a belly band. And so again, this gingham paper is so pretty. So again, you will get the instructions for all of this. And then a large format card, again using this and the acorns and one of these embellishments and that nice ribbon and more gingham. Put gingham on the inside. That might have come about because of a little blotch, maybe. You never know. So yeah, and the wee project. So there you go, 5 cards, one of them being quite a large format, they're a gatefold one, and it's like a extra gatefold, Z gatefold or something it's called, and then you've got your 3D project. In my box at the moment I have, I think it's a Body Shop product, not that I'm here to advertise another company, and I've decorated the inside, and there you go, a wee bubble bath. Okay, so, and the ribbon. This ribbon is so beautiful. Forgotten what it's called, but it is pretty. So there, yeah, let me know if you would like, if you're interested in the class in the post, either the class, the whole lot with the bundle, or the PDF. The advert will be going out soon by email, and even if you just want to be added to my email list. No, I didn't make them just now, Glenna. They were just, I'm just showing you the class that I'm advertising, and that's the cards that are in it. I didn't do them today. Today I've only done 2 cards. I've done this monochromatic one. So if you buy this bundle, you know there's lots of... Okay, Jan, yes, I think you do. I don't know if I remember. I made it... Oh, I don't even know if I wrote it down. Oh, right, I will have a think about that. I would need to get another pair of earrings exactly like that on that card to get that right. Yeah, I know I should have recorded it, shouldn't I? Right, anywho, that's our monochromatic. This is our very colourful card. Oh, which doesn't have a middle. That won't do. That's not good. Right, that is not good at all. So we've got a piece of white here, and I think we've got another cut of... Here we go, we've got some designer series paper. Let's just trim it. Let's trim it and finish off, because I hate it when I go to sort my cards for either sending or selling on my craft fair, and I've got to put a middle in. I'll do it at the time I make it. So I think we'll have one at the top. I'm just cutting these to 1 centimetre, and one at the top and one at the bottom. So you can choose, you can have the leaves or the paper, or one of each. How's about that? Oh, I'm glad to have you back, Audrey. So have you been away on purpose, or... I mean, I've been away for a week or so. Now, I will not be here next Sunday. I will be away with my family, so there will be no live. If I'm smart, there might be something recorded, but I make no promises. I am taking some crafting things with me, but more for the children, because I'll have my 4 grandchildren all in one place. So do you know what, I am just going to give myself some time off to enjoy this very, very rare occasion. I have not been with my little grandson Struan. He's 4 now, and he was a tiny baby when I was out in 2018. Now he'll be... He's a walking, talking machine. Oh, I can't wait, Glenna. Can't wait. They arrive on Thursday night, but I'm not really going to see them until Saturday, when we all get up north. I think I need to allow Jamie some time with his dad. It's only fair if he's only getting 1 day and I'm going to have them for a whole week. So yeah, I do, Louise. Hello. Yes, I do sometimes do craft fairs. My friend Caroline, she organises one locally. So yeah, I do sometimes do craft fairs. Right. Whew. And I make crochet bags, which I sell there as well. So that was me. That's my Sunday live. I may be back in 2 weeks, depends how tired I am. But I certainly won't be doing a live on Sunday next week. I am back on the Saturday, but you just never know what we might be doing. Oh, hello, LaDonia, you've just come in at the end there. But, yeah, you might want to rewind and see how I made these. But I'm sure you can just look at them, LaDonia, and work it out. So, yeah, thanks, everyone. I'm looking forward to all these emails to be added to my email list. And don't forget, I also have a craft share group on Facebook. I love to see what you make. So please, if you're not already a member of that, there is a link in the description box below. It's called Jazzle Dazzle and Friends Craft Share Group. And it isn't just about Stampin' Up. It's about sharing all your crafting. I like to see what you all get up to, and we love to share inspiration. So that is me for today. If you're not already a subscriber, please subscribe and press the bell icon, the bell icon, and you'll get notified when I'm coming on again. If you're not getting your notifications from YouTube, I also run a broadcast list with WhatsApp. And that's really good because no one else gets to see your phone number except me. So if you want to be added to the broadcast list, then please send me your cell phone or mobile phone number. Okay, I'm out of puff here, folks. I'm going to have roast pork dinner. It's all prepared. So I'm off to enjoy that. I am aware that, is it Joanna, are you doing a live on Facebook this evening? Who's doing a live on Facebook this evening? Is it you? Somebody is. At 7:30. Is it you, Joanna? No? Are you still here? There's a bit of a lag. Oh, your Wednesday. Someone put something up that they were going to be going live on Facebook at 7:30 tonight. I don't know who it is. One of my friends. What kind of friend am I? Anyway, I will have a look and see. I will watch them. So, goodbye. I don't know where the door is. The usual story. How do I get out of here? Well, let's see. How do we get out of here? So, thanks very much.